12 years I've been playing this fantastic game known as golf. Throughout that 12 years, I've never owned a Scotty Cameron putter. Until now. Guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's Simon down here at Sandford Springs Golf Club, and you won't believe, you'll probably be disgusted at the amount I've paid for this battered, broken down, dent, chipped Scotty Cameron Laguna putter. £87. I've been trying to get hold of a Scotty Cameron putter to review on this channel under £100, and this after 4 or 5 months of searching, because the second-hand market at the moment is so inflated, so high priced. This is all I could come up with. The classic Laguna Scotty Cameron. Now, in terms of performance, I've had a few putts with it. We'll talk more about that in a minute. It's lovely and it feels great, and I've never owned a Scotty Cameron putter. Obviously I've tested them because I fitted with them, etc. But in terms of should you be buying an old Scotty Cameron at the moment or in the future, because even 4-year-old, 3-year-old Scotty Camerons are going for well above £200, which I really don't understand. As you can go for £200, you can go and get an hour-and-a-half putter fit with Odyssey, ping, whatever it is. Make sure it's the right length, head weight, lie angle, and that putter is going to be suited to you. But people are buying second-hand, without testing, without trying, Scotty Cameron putters, and I can guarantee you Scotty Cameron putters won't be worth £250 in the next 4 or 5 months. Wait till winter. If you want to get a Scotty Cameron Futura 5 whatever and it's £260 at the moment, please do not buy it now. Wait 4 or 5 months. £87 for this though. If you watched my last video, I want to get into golf club refurbishment, and I want to learn the ins and outs. I want to, is there an easy way of doing it? Is there a cheap way of doing it? Does it have to include a workshop? These are the kind of things I'm learning, because there's no information on that kind of stuff out there at the moment, and I'd love this to be one of my first projects. Break it down, polish it, paint it, finish it off, see what it comes up like, because these at the moment, and I have to say at the moment, perfectly refurbished, going for like £160. So obviously that is quite a bit of markup, but what kind of tools, what kind of knowledge do you need to have, practice, whatever. So I'm going to make all the mistakes for you so you guys don't have to, if that's something that you would be interested in. I'm trying to get to 50k, and we're giving away that beautiful set of mirrors, which I will get professionally refurbished, not myself, and we're going to obviously give those away to one of you at 50,000 subscribers. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, it'd be the best decision you've made in 2020. Leave this video a like, comment down below on your best putter that you've ever had in the bag. Let's get into it. So let's give you the full lowdown of the Pro Platinum Scotty Cameron putter. 2000 this putter came out. Pro Platinum is to give you that kind of anti-glare effect. However, it does seem quite shiny in its old age, even with all those dents and scratches. You can see this top line ridge as well that's formed by the looks of things over time. Now I'm in two minds. I think realistically I was going to paint this, but if you look at the images I'll bring up now, what this would have looked like when it first came out, I feel like it just needs to be polished, refinished, lettering all coloured in, and obviously all the marks, stone marks, everything else basically buffed out of it, because I have to say I'm not a big fan of the Laguna, but the shape of this putter I think is very classical, and I do feel it just needs to be brought back to life of what it would have looked like 20 years ago. In terms of the Laguna mid-slant, you can see here, for example, That's to give you like an unobstructed view of the ball when you're standing over it. 4 degrees loft at address, and most toe weight, or toe hang I should say, of any Scotty Cameron putter is basically, they describe it as a gate door shutting. So as your putter's coming through the impact, that toe's going to basically close. And more traditional putting methods and putters nowadays are all face balance, which is basically straight back and through, even though that's impossible. This is designed for more of an arcing, more traditional putting stroke, so more of your old school player, whereas all the face balance putters nowadays, especially like your Spider, they're kind of designed just to go back and through. So would I recommend buying an old school Scotty Cameron for your average beginner? And it's kind of a yes and no scenario. Number one, this putter isn't going to help your putting. It's going to give you a lot of feedback, and it's actually going to let you know when you've hit a bad putt, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're just starting the game. It's not going to hold your hand like a lot of these big MOI mallet putters, but at the same time it's going to groove, train your putting stroke, especially if you're going to start practicing. If you spend £100 on a putter, even a Scotty Cameron, I'd like to think you actually start practicing with it. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you'll know technique overrules any equipment. I can putt better now with a mini golf putter from your local Crazy Golf course than I can with a £350 putter when I first started the game. It's all about touch, it's all about feel, and that's when you come to play this game. It's about reading greens, it's about knowing where the break's going to go, it's knowing how to get the ball to stop on a fast or even get it going on a slow green. Scotty Camerons are always going to hold their price. Yes, they're fluctuating quite a lot at the moment because of the scenario that we are in, but you're not going to lose an incredible amount of money if you were to invest in an old school Scotty Cameron putter now, compared to what you might do in some other brands. And if you want to get good at this game, and I'm talking seriously good at this game, putting has to be 40% of your practice time. So if you've got 10 hours a week, 4 hours of that should be on putting. If you've got 3 hours a week, hour 20 should be on putting. And a blade putter, regardless of its toe balance, face balance, is going to give you the ultimate feedback. And this is my personal experience. When I am on with my blade putter, my Ping Answer 2, which I've had for 5-6 years now, I can't miss. If I'm putting badly, the Spider comes in the bag because I need those safety rails down the bowling alley just to get me somewhere near the hole. But there's nothing better than being connected, knowing exactly what part of the club face that ball's going to come off each time, to the point that you're always scraping the hole. It's like a blade with the irons. It's going to give you the ultimate control if your ball striking is there. It's exactly the same with a Scotty Cameron bladed, especially this Laguna putter. If you know how it's going to come off the face, if you know where it's going to finish, how hard to hit it, it's so easy, this game. Anything inside 25 foot, you feel it's got a chance. And if I said to any of you, you're always going to be either one putting or two putting with inside 25 feet of the hole, well, it does make this game a lot easier. And therefore it brings me on to putter fittings. Big advocate for putter fittings, but exactly the same as the rest of your game. I don't want anyone to have an iron fit, driver fit, until at least they've been playing this game 3 years regularly. I'm talking at least twice a month, something like that. Because then at least you're going to know the difference between spinning shots, low spinning shots, fades, draws, where's your bad shot, where's your good shot, what do you want to cue, what do you want to get out of the fit. And it's exactly the same for putter fitting. Yes, go and get a putter fitting. If anything, if you want to get any kind of fitting, putter is where you should be starting. But if you're only practicing your putter for 15 minutes before you go and play a round of golf, that's just not good enough. You don't know where your stroke is. Your putter's probably wobbling all over the place on the way back. You're closing, opening, your alignment's all over the place. A putter fitting would not help you at all. A putting lesson definitely would. £30 on a putting lesson versus £350 on a new putter, I can guarantee you which one's going to give you immediate results. Also, with that in mind, if you go for putter fitting and someone hasn't got a Putt Lab, and Putt Lab is basically the same version of a TrackMan flight scope, you wouldn't go and get a club fitting without a radar, hence why I need a radar for my channel. And the second-hand club fitting going forward in the future, problem is they cost a lot of money and we have to get around that. I wouldn't go and get a putter fitting in 2020 without someone at least having some kind of measuring device, and SAND Putt Lab is the top end. There'll be a SAND Putt Lab within a 2-hour drive of wherever you live. In the UK, that is. I'm not too sure about every other country. But if you're going to spend £350 on a putter, and I'm not saying don't, because I'd love to hear you spend £350 on a putter rather than £350 on a driver, because again, the immediate results are just always going to be there. But at the same time, don't take someone's word for it. I'd like to see some kind of results, and that's exactly what SAND Putt Lab will do. So that's where we are with Scotty Cameron putters, and I think the prices will drop quite significantly over like the next 3, 4, 5 months, something like that. But that's my thoughts when buying an expensive putter in general, especially when it comes to the top brands. Workshop is required. I've got the paint, the professional paint. However, I definitely need quite a few more other items. I need an oven, I need air canister, protective gear. There's a lot that goes into this, and that's probably why a lot of people don't talk about it, or when they do get the setup, they don't really show you the ins and outs, which I can completely understand. However, I am going to. So that is the mission. Find somewhere to work here and there, be able to secure all the equipment nice and safely, because obviously I can't do this at home. Finding a suitable location that I can just learn and come and go as I please. That is the task at the moment. For this putter itself, I think I might just polish it up, or we'll see. I don't know. I'm an amateur. I'm definitely not going to say that I'm anywhere near experienced in this department yet, but then nor was I when it came to second-hand clubs. And over the last 5 years, obviously I do think that I've got quite a good eye for that kind of equipment and knowledge. Guys, if you like this video, leave it a like. Subscribe if you are new. As I say, 50k giveaway coming up. Thank you for all the support that you already give to this channel, and I'll catch you guys later.